bleib einfach erstmal stehen. Ah, okay. Die Chartshow ist vorbei. Dann können wir weitergehen. Get Quiz out of the broom closet. Broom closet. Ist hier jemand?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Nein, nein, nein. Wenn du das sagst, dann ist ja sicher was. Na, ich kann hier aber nichts
There was nothing
anfassen.
here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Ja, es muss aber irgendwas da sein. Irgendwas muss immer da sein, sonst macht der Raum keinen Sinn.
Baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Ja. Und ich warte.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Weil du gesagt hast, hier ist nichts. Und dann muss hier was sein.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. It didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends
Die pinke
find
Schrift,
this funny.
nur das Herz und das XD. Oh Mann. Ich wusste
Stanley
gar
was
nicht, dass
fat
die...
and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Ja.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
So, ich glaube, mehr sagt er jetzt gerade auch nicht. Was natürlich ein bisschen schade ist.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Kann ich dann nochmal was auslösen? Nein, ich glaube, das war's. Jetzt ist er beleidigt.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Wir folgen jetzt erstmal seinen Anweisungen. Oh, Toilette. Ich muss auf Toilette. Okay, ich kann nicht auf Toilette. Was steht da drauf? Business Time. Ich hätte gerne noch gelesen, was da... Da kommt man leider nicht gut hin. Schade. Die Fenster sind super. Schön Milchglas.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
6.
Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, this is what he was given. He was 2845.
Oh, irgendwie hat es gerade geleckt, ne? Ihr habt das auch gehört. Ich warte erstmal ab, was er dann sagt, wenn ich einfach nichts mache. Schöne hohe Decke. Hallo?
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in.
Oh.
And the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Aber irgendwas hat hier gerade ein bisschen Laggen verursacht. Ich bin mir nicht sicher, was. Das gefällt mir nicht. Da geht's abwärts. Ist hier hinten in der dunklen Ecke irgendwas? Versicherung, aber nichts, was ich machen könnte. Ich weiß gar nicht, wie alt das Spiel inzwischen ist. Auch schon ein paar Jahre. Hat schon ein paar Jahre auf dem Buckel. 4 Jahre? Irgendwas in der Richtung, glaube ich. Aber ich habe nicht so ein gutes Zeitgefühl, also vielleicht sind es auch nur 2 Jahre oder 3.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, wir folgen ihm jetzt erstmal.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Was für ein riesiger Raum, ey. Und so viele Bildschirme. Ich hätte auch gerne so große Bildschirme. Gibt es irgendwo einen Knopf, den ich drücken kann? Oh, ein Becher. Kann ich den Becher mitnehmen? Nein.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Fired.
Their true nature revealed.
Oh.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Hat jemand gesehen, welches mein Büro ist? Sieht jemand mein Büro?
This mind control facility.
127 müsste das da gewesen sein.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Da ist nur
Was
ein,
this the only reason he was happy with his
nur das
boring
Regal
job?
beobachtet.
That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Huh.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.